My name's Joseph. For the last 3 years, I've tried to get shredded around summertime, but I've never quite been satisfied. Until now, we are getting there. But getting there and there are two very different things, so I am still currently cutting, which is what I want to show you today. Just why is this my most successful diet yet? What do I eat? How much do I train? And what little extra hacks have I picked up along the way to not even feel hungry when in over a 1,000 calorie deficit? Let's go. Okay, so breakfast then. Now, you may be thinking it doesn't sound the most appetizing, but it's 35 grams of protein for 280 calories that you didn't have for breakfast this morning. And I quite like tuna, so for me this is worth it. And this is actually where the first trick comes in. This glass of squash, I drank it before I ate any of my breakfast, and that meant that even though this is only like a relatively small bowl, I'm getting pretty full and I'm only like halfway through. So yeah. Also, you would have noticed that I didn't have my coffee with my breakfast, and that is because it has been demoted to a snack. That's just to keep the full feeling that I've got from my breakfast lasting a little bit longer, rather than just feeling more full at breakfast time. So yeah, I'm gonna have this in about half an hour. Next thing I do is stretch. Obviously, cutting, eating less calories, your body has less energy, so you need to give it a little bit of a push, a helping hand in the recovery process if you're not planning to try and work out your muscles when they are still aching from the last session. So yeah. For lunch, I had what is normally my breakfast, but I've moved it around to make it my lunch because it's quite carb heavy, so it's better to have as my pre-workout meal than my breakfast. Speaking of pre-workout, I'm now having that a bit more consistently to give me a bit of an extra boost in the gym now that I don't have as much energy just coming from my food. And speaking of the gym, that is where we are right now. It is Monday, so we are doing chest and back. Yeah, let's do it.
Did it? W's only, you know I've been winning. Top of the world, the globe is spinning. If you know, you know I've been on a mission. Go. Okay, let's get it. Got a little time on my hands like a wristwatch. I don't got time for the breaks and the pit stop. Race through the gridlock, take it like Chris Rock. Right to the chin, still win. Heavy metals like Slipknot.
Okay, that is the workout done. That was actually really good, but I am not quite finished in here because now I go on to cardio, and that was like an hour and 20 minutes and quite intense, so I'm a bit fatigued. So I've got a 100 calorie cereal bar to have just before I do my cardio, so I'm not just like sloppy going through the motions, and I am actually training just as intensely as I was for the weights. So yeah, it is caramelized biscuit flavor, knockoff Biscoff.
Food reviewer.
So right, okay, cardio is going to be a little circuit because A, way less boring than just doing a run or something, and B, for me specifically, I can target the exercises towards like the sports that I do, rugby and boxing. And I've also got one of these little hacks that I picked up along the way that's related to cardio that I'm going to speak on later. So yeah, stick around for that. Okay, cardio time. Okay, it is time for a snack. Now, here is another one of the hacks that I picked up. When you have like a craving, you can do one of two things. Well, you can do both. I've done both. You can do two things. Number one, you can have a healthy alternative to calm the craving. So I've got a chocolate protein yogurt, as I quite fancy some chocolate right now. But you can also pair your low volume, nice tasting food with a high volume, low calorie food. So when you have the two together, you have beaten the craving and filled yourself up all in one go, so you don't end up eating too much basically. So yeah, I'm going to have the carrots and the cucumber sticks first to fill me up a bit, and then I'm going to have the lovely protein yogurt.
Remote interview, glorious high definition.
Chocolate makes me happy. So for dinner, I always just go for whatever my mum has cooked, and today it was soup with some potatoes, which had a very underwhelming amount of protein, but it's fine because of the way that I eat throughout the rest of the day, high protein stuff and low calories. I leave myself a lot of room to play in the evening, so having a protein shake like this after my dinner to bulk up the protein for the meal isn't a problem. Okay, I am back in the gym for cardio number 2. Okay, so you're probably thinking, especially with this bowl of oats as well, that there is a couple more calories here than the 247 I had left after the last thing that I ate. And you'd be right, this is 647 calories worth of food. This is the thing that I said I was going to talk about later. I'm not on 1800 calories whilst doing 3 workouts in a day.
I lied.
That's crazy. I am on 1800 calories plus 200 for every cardio session that I do. So 2 cardio sessions done today, an extra 400 calories.
Sometimes my genius is, it's almost frightening.
That just allows me to still be in a relatively big deficit when I decide to not do any cardio, and also encourages me to do my cardio, because if I want more food, the only way I can get it is if I do the cardio. So yeah, it's a cheap low calorie pizza made on a wrap rather than a pizza base, some more veggies, and literally just 55 grams of plain porridge. Cool.